this like stuff? Like
Yeah.
is that part of the organ art?
Yeah, so the drums you might have seen, were they the bronze drums? So
Yes.
they're made of metal. So in Vietnam, you would need to go. You should actually make a trip to the Ethnological Museum,
Ethnological Museum,
which
where's
is
that?
in the zoo.
In the zoo? Okay.
Don't worry, you don't have to actually go in and see any animals. You can just go in. It's right on the left.
We don't mind animals.
They're
We've got a few in our class, haven't we, Si?
They're a little bit sad in Saigon Zoo. That's all. Ethnological.
Yes, I have been to the Saigon Zoo, but about 2 years ago we were visiting.
So when you walked in, there was a big temple on your right, and on the left-hand side there's a big building. That's the Ethnological Museum.
Okay.
And what you will find in there is you will find lots of old artifacts. And in fact, what they have in there is the oldest Buddha in Southeast Asia. Oldest carved wooden Buddha in Southeast Asia is right here in the city, so that's quite exciting. So for your, and I believe on those brass drums that they actually had the old, has anyone seen that old bird that Vietnam sometimes uses? Do you know
my
what I
grandma
mean?
has the thingy as the logo.
Yeah, it's like a really kind of stylized bird that actually looks very much like, interestingly, you should maybe write this down, it looks very similar to Alaskan Inuit design.
Oh, okay. So there might be something in connection there somewhere?
Maybe that migration across the top, or maybe that, that humans' expression with art back in those days, there was something deeper connecting us all. People speculate. So that bird, if you look around the top of the bird, you've got to count the birds, and they are the lunar cycle. So the amount of days that you have in the lunar cycle. So they put these on the drums. And can you think why you might do that?
I think it's a spirit or something.
Yeah, there's a lot of belief in the power of the moon, but there's also some practical things as well.
I don't know.
So what are you doing in a village? What's the main thing you've got to do?
Farming.
Right, you got to farm. And
Buy food.
Oh.
Got to grow food in a village.
Oh, I just get chickens.
You can't go down to KFC or
You've got to grow some food for the chicken to eat. So, so the moon and the sun become very important. Can you think why?
I think because they glow. Both of them glow.
Yeah.
Because they help the crops.
They help the crops to grow, and they also tell you what time of year it is, and when it's time to plant the rice, when it's time to harvest the rice. So this was extremely important, so that you can see that in the artwork.
So it's like an early calendar. They didn't have Google Calendar back then.
And Cat's 2013 calendar, that's what I got.
What?
Ginger Cat's 2014, sorry. It's just a calendar. Okay. Now I've just seen one question here which I can probably answer very well. Unless you would like to. I think that you will learn. I think as a group you should definitely visit the Ethnological Museum, because I think you'll learn a lot.